Hey guys, today I want to talk about the one in-flight movie I watched when I was coming back to Tokyo, this being the Fantastic Beasts movie, The Crimes of Grindelwald. So I saw the first Fantastic Beasts movie in theaters a few years ago, and I thought it was alright. Not particularly great, not particularly bad, just kind of a side quest in the Harry Potter universe that you could see everything, in greater depth and more fleshed out. So for a casual fan of the series like me, whatever, it was alright, I guess. But I guess if you're a hardcore fan of the series, it's something that's really of interest to you. So I wasn't too intent about seeing the sequel movies, and after this movie, The Crimes of Grindelwald, got mixed reviews on a lot of the websites like Rotten Tomatoes. I thought, okay, it's okay if I skip this one. Maybe I'll catch it as an in-flight movie someday, or maybe when the whole series comes out, if the whole series gets a good review, I'll watch each individual movie. But I saw no particular reason to watch it. This time I just watched because the flight movie selection wasn't so good. Anyway, I thought this movie was perfectly fine, probably better than the reviews would have led me to believe. I believe on Rotten Tomatoes, for example, it has about 50% for the audience and about 30% from the critics, which is pretty harsh. But I pretty much have a good idea why they did that. This movie was very much the first part in a much larger story, whereas the first Fantastic Beasts movie did have kind of a self-contained one-shot story. This movie was very clearly setting up for the movies to come. So there was no really big climactic fight here, nothing too exciting happened, just a lot of setup. And maybe the critics thought that this was a little bit boring, or maybe they were expected to say that this kind of movie was a little bit boring. Either way, they didn't like it, but I did. I wanted a more complete story here, because if it was just another one-shot kind of movie, I probably wouldn't be so interested in the series as a whole. But having watched this movie, I'm definitely more interested in the series as a whole than I was going into it. So I think in that sense, at least, the movie did its job. It got me more excited about what's coming. So I think the movie, pretty good. All in all, it does make a lot of references to the Harry Potter universe, and I've forgotten a lot of who these people are, what some of these things do, but I'm interested in seeing what's to come, so I guess I'm still not so interested that I'm going to watch it in theaters, but perhaps maybe when it comes out on Netflix, maybe I'll rent the DVDs here in Japan or see it some other way. In-flight movie again someday, perhaps.